All information, all knowledge is rumors. Rumors and gossip. Rumors are the circulation of stories. Now, whether these rumors are considered true or fact largely depends on how many people believe and spread these rumors, or whether the information is coming from the top down. And this is regardless of whether it's word of mouth, digital, news, books, papers, whatever kind of information, whatever kind of knowledge, it's all rumors. Algorithms are also rumors. It's information, so it works the same way. Now we're going to view humans not as people, but as waves in an ocean. And when information is sent out, when a rumor is spread, it creates a ripple. And if that ripple resonates with another wave, it increases that ripple. It sends out another ping. So again, it doesn't matter what kind of information, whether it's digital or word of mouth, it's all rumors spreading as ripples in an ocean. When a rumor gains traction, it spreads faster and faster. It creates a tide, and this tide is just a much larger wave. And so more people are able to interact with it, and the wave can increase in size. It grows exponentially. If there's a rumor, the more people that know the rumor, the more people that can spread the rumor. For example, if there's a product that's trending, and people are endorsing it and showing it off, and other people will then want to also have that product. And it's going to continue to spread like that, right? This is the idea of something going viral, or a cultural trend, or a cultural shift. It's the spreading of these rumors, and this creates a larger tide, and people can choose to contribute to that tide. They can get caught up in that wave. Now picture that the waves of this ocean are attuned to different channels. We'll use radio channels as a metaphor. And the channels change all the time, and there's multiple going on at the same time. But let's say the most popular one in week A is 75.5, and it's about economic stuff. It's a trend on money and lifestyle, and just anything related to people's money and how they're using it. People are attuned to that. That becomes the public consciousness. Creators are making content on it, the news is talking about it, papers are published. It's what's caught the attention, it's the biggest wave out there. Now in week B, it's 84.2, and maybe this is global news of some sort, or crisis, or maybe it's just something related to fashion, or to social media, or to entertainment. Maybe there's a movie coming out, and so people are talking about it, referencing it, and making content on it. The rumors that gain the most traction and create the biggest waves continue to sort of oscillate on a daily or weekly or even monthly basis. It's because people tune into the same channel with something they resonate that you see a lot of content is always the same on that like weekly, daily, or monthly basis. If something big happens in the culture, everyone's going to talk about it, so you're going to see all kinds of people make the same kind of content or content on the same subject, which again contributes to the size of the wave and how fast it grows, and the amount of people who are exposed to it, and therefore join the wave, and that tide continues to pull people in. So what determines which channels are the most popular, the ones most people tune into, and what creates the biggest waves and the biggest tides? What is the sort of theme of the rumors if you think on a more episodal basis? For that, we have to take a look at how information is organized, which is a top-down injunction and a bottom-to-top innervation. So the top-down injunction would be, we function under the laws of the land, the rules of an ecosystem, of biology. We organize our life based off of the sun and what it's doing, and the earth gets its energy from the sun. That's the start of the food chain. We organize ourselves based off of what the weather will be, the social contract, all the things that kind of contain us in our day-to-day operations. We have the solar system, the sun, the moon, and the earth. We have continents, countries, laws. We have rules and regulations, injunctions of what to do and what not to do. And we have biological limitations and so on. So everything at each stage under those broader systems have to operate within the rules set by those systems. Therefore, those top-down systems influence the activity and the actions of the lower systems. If the sun sends solar flares out, the energy increases in the environment, but also causes inflammation, aggressiveness, and irritability in many cases. There's the Earth's magnetic field, there's the moon and various planets and stars, which can all influence the sort of energy and the way that it is incorporating itself into the lower systems. But those top-down systems don't have any effect if there's nothing in the lower systems. If you have a city, that city is made up of districts and counties and neighborhoods, and those each respectively made up of different buildings and people in those buildings. So you wouldn't have a city if you didn't have the lowest order of that system, which is the individual. And of course, it goes further. Individuals have organs and microorganisms inside of them. So everything's very fractally organized, with the biggest, broadest pieces kind of determining the injunctions of the lowest pieces. But the smallest pieces then go back and can input the energy received from the top systems. The bottom to top innervation. If everyone in a city decides to leave the city, then there's no more city. In terms of social or cultural systems, influential people, news, celebrity, politicians, and generally what we call people in power, they are the ones that are in that top-down position. The news may bring up some kind of topic, and people are going to ride that wave or join in that, get caught up in that tide. So if there's a trend or viral topic, people are going to ride that wave because that's where most everyone else is. That's where you get the most notoriety or recognition or just getting your message out there. We could say that most of society tunes into channels in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. These channels tend to be highly abstract. Things about money, law, culture, trends, products, entertainment, so on and so forth. This is where people spend their time because these are the rumors that society or culture values. People want to be stronger, they want to look better, they want to make money, they want to partake in cultural trends and have some level of public awareness. These occur in those high frequency channels, and so those are the ripples that are going to turn into tides and waves, because that's where most people are tuning into. That's where most people are interested in. Those are the rumors they want to hear and the ones that they'll resonate with. Speaking from experience, I usually tune my channel into something like 7.8 with the Earth's channel, or even at lower frequencies. And this is what would be considered more underground or underworld information. These are where rumors come from that are more broadly overarching. They're of the more top-down aspects or at the very bottom of this sort of fractal. So people that find my channel, for example, tend to be tuned to that same frequency, that same wavelength. It's possible to create tides from nothing, to kind of just be in the middle of nowhere and send out your own ripples. In many cases, those ripples will fade, but in other cases, people who are trying to search for something else or happen to stumble upon it may send out ripples back, and you start to create a tide. And maybe all of this is kind of self-evident or unnecessarily explaining something sort of inherent to just how anything operates, how information spreads, how consciousness and public consciousness sort of ebbs and flows in different directions based off of different influencing factors. But part of the point I think I'm trying to make is there are ways of, or practices of knowing where these tides are, what channels people are on, where the sort of waves are being sent from, the direction they're going, ways to feel out that ebb and flow, to tune to different channels, how to ride waves, how do you get off waves, and understanding when things are shifting. We tend to think primarily in human terms, but these rumors, they could come from the Earth's fields or the sun or even the lowest fractal of microorganisms.